Now look, I already know what you're thinking. Just because I'm sitting here holding this beautiful Suhr guitar, you expect me to be giving you a guitar lesson on how to play some kind of fusion-y, Dorian, pentatonic kind of lick, don't you? You're damn right. Hello kids, and welcome to a brand new installment of Weekend Wankshop, here with your new best friend, Uncle Ben. Here in my arm hands, I'm holding this lovely new Suhr Modern Satin guitar, which is so flawless, I straight up cannot even believe it. Easily one of the best guitars I have ever played in my entire life. As some of you guys already know, for the last year or so, I've played guitar for Andy Wood, who is a completely insane guitar player. He plays guitar and mandolin and rascal flats, but he's also got a solo career. And it ranges from everything from jazz fusion and rock and metal stuff all the way to straight up bluegrass. It's a really fun gig. I've gotten to kind of stretch my wings a little bit, so to speak, and plus have a great time playing all over the place with those cats. We're going to be going out on tour here soon, so the wonderful folks at Suhr sent me this guitar to use live with Andy, and again, I'm just completely floored. It's perfect. Speaking of tour dates, you can find more of those on Andy Wood's website, www.andywoodmusic.com. We're going to be announcing a bunch more shows here soon, so be sure to keep an eye on that events section for more shows that are going to be announced. We're going out next weekend. I'm playing a couple of shows in Kentucky and in Ohio as well, so I'll go ahead and put those dates up on the screen right now. That way you can hopefully come and check us out. Considering how many sick fusion players play these Suhr guitars, I figured it'd be a perfect opportunity to show you guys a cool jazz fusion lick to spice up your playing a little bit. You could put this into a rock context or a funk context or even a blues kind of setting and it would still sound cool. It'd sound good against the C minor chord. It's based around the C minor blues scale and the C Dorian mode a little bit, along with some passing tones to raise up that price tag a little bit, hopefully make you sound a little more expensive. Before we get into it though, let's check it out again at stepdad speed. Very expensive. And as always, you can find a full tab for this week's lick on my Instagram page. Head over to BenEllerGuitars, learn this week's lick, and upload a video of yourself ripping through it. That way we can all enjoy. Also, don't forget, you've still got a little bit more time left to enter into my free half-hour lesson giveaway contest that I announced last week on episode 52. So be sure to watch that episode, learn the details about how you can enter the contest. That way you can win a half hour of my life. A lot of jazz and jazz fusion ideas are based around arpeggios, and I don't mean just sweeping up and down them. I mean taking the notes of a chord triad and then kind of decorating around them with some other notes that might add a little bit of interest. This is mainly based around a C minor arpeggio, which is C, E flat, and G. Here's the first lick. I'm playing the 10th fret on the D string, that's a root note of C. Hammering on to 12, hammering on to 13. And then I'm going to play the 12th fret G, then the 10th fret B. Notice that was all downstrokes. I just kind of did a rest stroke through those. You could call it a sweep if you wanted to. Down, down, down. This is the 6th right here. This would be a note borrowed from the Dorian scale. Kind of gives us that minor 6 sound that I like a lot. Next, you're going to play the 13th fret B. That's the root note of the scale again right here. Then the 11th fret B. Back to that 10th fret B. That's what we got so far. Next I'm playing the 12th fret G, which is the 5th of the chord. Going back to that 10th fret B, little hammer on and pull off with 11. And then on the G string here I'm going to play 12 and 10. So altogether that first section is the next phrase lands in the C blues scale. It starts off like this. 8th fret G, 10th fret G, hammering on to 11. There's your little blue note right there. Then we're going to play the 8th fret B. kind of the wind up. Now here's the next lick. Kind of pricey sounding passing tone, chromatic thing. Now here's the idea that I'm thinking about. It's not just randomly play chromatic stuff. What I'm thinking is, okay, in the blues scale, I've usually got these two notes. Earlier in the lick, I played this note, this kind of Dorian note, the A note in there, the 6. So I'm like, okay, well I used it once, I can use it again, combined with my blues scale idea. So now I have these. That leaves this one lonely guy right here, this G sharp note that I didn't play. Now that's a tough note to land on against a C minor. Not a good sound, but it sounds okay if you use it in passing, getting in and out of other good notes. So here's what I'm doing here. I'm playing the 11, the 8, the 9, our passing tone, the 10, our Dorian note, so to speak, our 9, and then back to A. Guys like Guthrie Govan, Tom Quayle, all those jazz fusion players love licks like this, and they do sound cool. Next on the G string, just play the exact same thing. 11, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8. And I'm kind of using the same logic there. The blues scale has these. That leaves this guy out, which again, against a C minor chord wouldn't be a great sound, but if I just pass by it in and out of other good notes, it's okay. So here's what we got so far. And next what I'm going to do is to play the 10 on the D, 8 on the D, 10 on the A, and then land on that 10th D. That's our root note, C. So that'd be a good strong note to land on against a C minor. So that whole section goes. And lastly, that chord I'm playing there at the end is a C minor 6. I love this voicing. 8th fret low E, that's your root. 7th fret D string, that's your 6th. I've got the 8th fret here on the G, my 3rd. And then I've got the 8th fret B, which is the 5th of the chord. Groovy, I use those all the time. Let's do it again here so you can play along with it. One more time. So there you go, kids, another sick lick to add to the good old wank bank. Go out and play that one at your next jam and get yourself some chicks. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and thank you to the wonderful people at Suhr for tossing this beautiful guitar my way. I'm loving it so much. Be sure to come out and see me play with Andy Wood live in the near future in a town near you. Again, be sure to check out andywoodmusic.com for all those tour dates and stuff. Also, be sure to follow my antics and shenanigans on Instagram and Twitter at BenEllerGuitars. If you want to book some one-on-one Skype lessons with me, be sure to drop me an email, BenEllerGuitars@gmail.com. We'll talk about rates and times and all that other good stuff and get you some lessons booked up. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Stay tuned for more next week, as well as the announcement of who wins that free half-hour Power Skype lesson. Don't forget to enter that contest, kids. Thanks again. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.